Hello everyone, Hawky here, back with another sort of Convallaria video. So Doe has been releasing a lot of priority suggestions for high spenders, medium spenders, low spenders, and I decided to jump in and have a look at some for free to play, right? So free to play, you do have to make a lot of sacrifices. So first things first, we do need to look at our schedule. So this is my previous meta plan, and we'll add on to this. So firstly, if you just started or you pulled some of the previous units, then we'll need to take that into consideration as well. Because for free to play, you essentially have to use what you have, right? And if you do get units off banner, if they're not really that strong, you still should end up using them because that's all you have to work with. So with the upcoming banners, what we have at the moment is Layla's banner and Pamina's banner. So we should definitely be skipping these two as a free to play and then going after SP Safiyyah and Kvare. So we could see from Doe's role-based tier list, Kvare is really top in piercing and DOT, tier 0, and SP Safiyyah is tier 0 in the amplifier category. And that's why we're definitely aiming for these two. For free to play, looking at how much pulls we get a month, we're sitting at about 80 to 90 pulls. So what that means is if you skip these two banners, then you should be sitting at 90 pulls, and potentially, depending on how much you saved up, like essentially there was like 2 weeks in the time you pull for Tristan, and then there'll be 2 weeks for SP Safiyyah. So potentially that's period between after you pulled Tristan and after you pulled SP Safiyyah, that's going to be 180 pulls. So with 180 pulls, you should be able to get 2 units. If you can't get both by the end of Kvare's banner, then what I suggest is you might want to skip SP Safiyyah. So I think what the best way to go through with this is see if you can chuck like 70, 60 pulls into SP Safiyyah. Depending on how many pulls you have left, then go for Kvare or finish off the SP Safiyyah banner. This is a really hard call because you definitely want enough to actually guarantee Kvare. So maybe if you save up 180 by the end of Kvare's banner, like you calculate how many pulls you have at the end of Kvare's banner and any spare pulls you put on SP Safiyyah. I think that would be the best way to go there. And we don't know what's happening after Kvare's banner. And I don't think it's worth it for us to go back to any previous unit. Just focus on the more later units. So depending on whether we get Kia for free, Kia is going to be another 2 weeks of savings. So we're going to also skip Estra as well. So in this list, we're going to skip out Estra. Because although she is a very strong single target DPS, you either have Tristan to work with, or you might have August from back in the day. But don't go after these older units. Otherwise, you potentially could play SP Rawia if you didn't listen and you didn't if you it's best if you had skipped her for like Tristan or someone, but if you do have SP Rawia somehow, then she can still work as a single target DPS. So single target DPS, basically use one of the three. Ideally, you want to get Tristan. For AoE, SP Rawia is strong at AoE, but I think at this point, it's just you just ignore it, right? That you're limited in options, so we're definitely going for SP Safiyyah here and Kvare. And for Agatha, it's already too late, right? Agatha is too late. If you got her, you can use her. Otherwise, it is what it is. It's already too late for Ty as well, so um, if you can use him, then use him. Okay, so moving on, so we'll skip Levita, we'll skip Estra, skip Safiyyah, we also skip Team Meteor. And the next key unit we want to go with is Lutfi. So Lutfi is going to be really amazing for us. So we can see Lutfi here really strong as an amplifier and really strong in the piercing and DOT category. So as free to play, it's definitely really good to prioritize these units who you can use in multiple situations, and like they might not be the very best unit in their category, but there can be a bit of like a jack of all trades, semi-strong here, semi-strong there, right? And after Luffy, you definitely want to go for Ayishah as well. So Ayishah is really strong as a sustain and a defender. So we can see her in the defensive support here. And she's a really strong AoE DPS for magic as well. So honestly, that's the next unit I want to go for. So Ayishah is who we're going to go for next. Then we get a bit of break. We can skip Afra, and we're definitely going to go after SP Inanna. SP Inanna has been... she's basically so broken. She's like human rights, right? The new human rights. Like, I don't think we need to really go too much detail. And yeah, we can see Ayishah here as the magic single target as well, alongside SP Inanna, magic AoE. I think we have her in the amplifier category as well. She just does so much. So this is going to be a really rough schedule for free to play. Like after Kvare, you're basically not going to pull on 3.5 at all and jump straight to Luffy, Ayishah, and SP Inanna. And we don't know when the collab would come. Like if they go according to the same schedule as CN, then we'll get Marcel and Farlin there. We don't know how good they are because their kit hasn't been live yet, so I don't know how good, whether we should consider them as part of the free-to-play plan here. But yeah, that's really up to consideration. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you do have some of the weaker units, definitely still use them, like Coco, Safiyyah, Gloria. Homer's a really good one there. But there's no looking back. There's power creep, the newer units are very strong, and it's a very tight schedule for free to play. You don't really have enough pools to spare for any other units, dual banners, fate favors, anything like that. Because this is essentially what, like from Layla to Inanna. This is essentially a 6-month schedule. And if we have 80 pools over a 6-month schedule, that's a total of 480. And look at how many units we want from here. We want 5 units from here. So 5 units over 480 pools. That means on average, you need 96 pools for each unit. So it's going to be a really tough schedule for free to play. You don't really want to spend your precious pools or hope Luxite elsewhere. Otherwise, you'll miss out on all these amazing units. Anyway, that's my recommendation there. These are the future units that are going to come out. SP Safiyyah, definitely want to get 5 stars. Let's ignore the imprints. Like, you're going to just use astral shards and pull. Preferably, you do want to save for the season 2 astral imprints, because that's where you get the key ones, which is from SP Safiyyah and Kvare. We're going to ignore all the season 1 astral imprints. Probably not worth getting at all. So just use what you get. I mean, this is essentially RNG, right? RNG. And I think maybe I'll mark Estra as a maybe, because if you don't have Tristan, if you don't have August, I think you'll still struggle with SP Rawiyah as a single target. So it's probably best to still aim for Estra in that case, if you don't have Tristan or August. That's the only reason that you'll go for Estra as a single target DPS, because that will make the schedule even more tighter. Alright, so I'll leave it there for now. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.